to intervene in the serious grudge. The problem started when a loser named Steve got a call. It was his last reprieve. Steve ran a house in ill repute, but his lady split with the loot. He was not ready to rock and not ready to jam, but when the phone rang, it was Ed McMahon. You see me on TV and you know who I am. I've cultivated 10 million in your hands. Hit it. You're rich, said Ed, you're super rich, and you can do what you want without a hitch. Steve met Suzanne, who was a virgin. They took a jet to Paris to a plastic surgeon. Said the surgeon, I can make you a worldwide attraction. You can get yourself done like Michael Jackson or Elizabeth Taylor or stuff like Trigger or whatever else you want to do with your figure. Said Steve, I want the best film and TV. I want to be the most stud. I want to be me. And the same for Suzanne, do you understand? She must be the most fly ever known to man. The digital sampler assembled the best. They created composites that outdid the rest. A model for Steve and one for Suzanne. Superior beings, true meta-humans. And for 2 long weeks they were under the knife. The surgeon worked days and into the night. Susan's breasts were enlarged. Her stomach was flat. New DNA, skin smooth as satin. Steve's muscle made Schwarzenegger look like a wimp. And on Steve's manhood, the dog did not skin. Injected, implanted, the results did astound. It turned out so large and nearly dragged on the ground. They became, and for their career they took on new names. He became Driller and she became Killer. In the first 2 weeks they sold more than Thriller. But one problem remained since they'd been with the surgeon. Suzanne, you see, was still a virgin. The cause of the problem was in Steve's thing. It was so awesome in size he could not get it in. They were true to each other, though it may sound corny, but pumped with hormones he was dangerously horny. Went out on the stage and the fly girls were screaming. It was all Steve could do to keep from creaming. Time for me. A fly girl jumped stage and delivered a treat. She ripped off her shirt, began dancing around. Security had to wrestle her to the ground. It's already too late. Steve busted his trousers. The cops arrived with some Doberman bouncers. The crowd screamed at Steve. They never seen such a sight. The whole place erupted in a terrible fight. When the dust cleared, things were real tense. Steve's brain was now clouded. He was acting real dense. With all his money, he owns some nuclear weapons. He now stood poised with his hand on the button. The politicians all were in an uproar. Most were afraid Steve would start the next war. Without some good thinking, the world would be doomed. The surgeon raised Socrates and Plato from the tomb. With Eva Gabor and Judge Wapner too, they all flew to Hamburg to see what they could do. With steroids and hormones and tranquilizer guns, they pulled out the stops and ended Steve's run. Suzanne was upset, but helped by the surgeon. By all reports, she's no longer a virgin. She got a job in his lab, at first as a cover, but one thing led to another, and now she's his lover. She's shaking. When you're up, you're up. When you're up, you're up. When you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up. And when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Mary walked by, Humpty took a big fall. He was slippery into Mary's clan. And Mary had a little lamb. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. Do you mash potatoes? Do you do that twist? Do you like to get down? Do you do it like this? When it's asked Santana if you could taste her, yeah, she said that she did good, and you know you can. While on the news, there was a large group of rats. They rounded up people wearing cowboy hats. They brought them into town and put on a display. The rat population made money this way. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. In Silver Creek, Utah, at the nuclear dump, some unusual organisms were having a hump. They lived in a hole under the ground, and tourists would come from miles around to watch a Silver Creek geyser explode in the air. They brought their Instamatics, there were plenty of chairs, but what they thought was water, pure and immaculate, shot from these organisms was really ejaculate. Unknown to the tourists, some always got on their clothing. Of course, if they'd known, the state had been filled with loathing. Tens of thousands were infected each year with the strain. Of course, it invaded and took over their brains. To the outside world, they appeared like good nationals, although on the inside they were not really rational. Normal by day, deviant by dark. They set up groups to open Silver Creek theme parks. By the thousands they spread across the whole USA. Ejaculate guys who spray mutant DNA. Ejaculate guys who spray mutant DNA. Ejaculate guys who spray mutant DNA. On the cover of Forbes and Money magazine, it was a big-time success, the American dream. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're down, you're down. When you're up, you're up, and when you're train where the IRT was fixed into Times Square into 100 dBs, but it wasn't Times Square, it didn't look the same. I looked at the platform trying to catch the name, and a voice on the speaker said, last stop. But when I got off, I was arrested by some cops. They said, you're not getting off, you gotta go for a ride. I got back on, things had changed inside. It was all painted gold and piles of flowers on trays. Jimi Hendrix was there playing Purple Haze. It was incense so thick it was making me giddy. On the back with an Uzi as a Gordon Liddy. Through the hot damn tunnel we shot at high speed. The noise was so loud my ears started to bleed. Then all of a sudden they started playing Tchaikovsky. 3 guys in Riker came in and got me. Doctors, of course they were actors, not really doctors, but they were good actors. I saw them all on TV. They did a brain transplant on the pilot, you see. But the new brain couldn't fly a plane because the pilot kept asking for someone to explain how to keep it from crashing into the ground. But no one that knew how could be found. So we had to bail out about 8 miles high. On the way out the door, a nurse grabbed my thigh. She said, up is down. I said, what are you saying? She pulled out a pneumatic gun and shot a microchip into my brain. Door and began to drop. The wind brushed up on me and I thought my heart stopped. The microchip kicked in, they showed a film in my head. It was moving real fast, I couldn't hear what they said. I saw primates or something, they were half human apes. They hunted and gathered on the great landscape. And as I fell faster and faster to earth, the film speeded up for all it was worth. And apes grew food and granite was milled, and slaves built cities and thousands were killed. Great empires were built like never seen before. Superstition and bloodshed, less greed and war. Their numbers grew and grew as they spread across the planet. Guillotine, crucify and swallow everything that's on us. Speeding downwards towards the earth, I thought about the plane. Did I have a parachute or was this all insane? Hurling faster towards the point of no return. Up in the air I saw the plane at night explode and burn. The film was going faster now, it all blurred into one. Famine, Nazis, genocide, 5 billion men strong. Then for no apparent reason, the film it all went blank. I was on the IRT, crowded loud, it stank. We pulled into Times Square where I started out. The voice on the speaker said, everybody out. To the curb in a Chateau's Royce. He had a 10 from a bottle and a radio voice. I said, yo, banana, are you ready to ill? And he took us to a party in Beverly Hills. On the way over, we stopped at the beach. Rico went in for a tea-bag named Leach. Robin was cooking, he was ready to go. Said, didn't I meet you in Monte Carlo? When we got to the party, the butler opened the door, and I knew that I'd seen him somewhere before. It was Shirley MacLaine, dressed up as a man. She said, Om Shanti, welcome to La La Land. wine was there and they were playing a game, but the numbers on the wheel were all the same. I didn't see Jerry Falwell or Jessica Hong, but I was told they were upstairs getting it on. Hugh Hefner arrived with a bunch of skeezers. The Chippendale dancers were real crowd pleasers. Duke and Duchess of Windsor were really nice. They brought some underground films of Gary Hart and Donna Rice. They refused to be beat, so it was chicken McNuggets, all you can eat. MC of the evening was a blonde guy named Doc. He screamed at the crowd, "Are you ready to rock? Rock, 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 rock." Oh yeah, they said, waving their hands. He said, "I give you Ultra Fly, #1 in the land." I stepped up to the mic and I delivered my weapon. La La Land was transfixed in a second. From Frisco to Tijuana, they were feeling their jam, and those that felt it know I am what I am. I'll deliver so heavy like no other assault, and beat the earthquake meters on the San Andreas Fault. When morning came, we were still going strong, but our flight left at noon. I had to break from the throng. Mary Hart was screaming out of sight, out of sight. They were shooting the part of entertainment tonight. They wanted me to stay and go host the show, but I had a jam at MIC and I had to go. Besides, it ain't my thing to be a co-host, and that's the story of my first trip to the coast.
The Reality Party staged a massive demonstration in Washington this morning following the report that $4 billion was missing from the government fund slated to continue the financing of the so-called wars for freedom around the world. The Reality Party claims that the wars are non-existent and are only digitally synthesized. The government claims the missing money never existed and is therefore not missing. The Reality Party's major claim is that the president himself is merely a synthesized composite created through digital sampling. They point out that no American president has been seen in person for 12 years and allege that Americans are electing non-existent people.
Yeah, weave and your voice is dumb. They fix it in the mix if your lines are closed. It's really bland, but it's the same old shit, just in a new can.
repeat, did not trade weapons or anything else for hostages, nor will we.
Ha